Greetings, how's everyone doing today? I feel like there's an extra set of eyes on me. Hello, Volka. If you all haven't met my fur baby, please go to one of my videos where I introduce Volka and I give you a brief background of my naval history. So, okra, how many of you have heard of it? If you have not heard of okra, please comment on in the section and let me know where you're coming from and how new is this vegetable to you and how interested you are in okra. So a little bit about okra. Okra is not a well-liked vegetable. I've heard plenty of people over my years say, I don't like okra, it's slimy, or, oh God, I don't like the taste of okra, it looks nasty. Well, to each their own, everybody has their own taste buds, but I will tell you that okra is a vegetable full of lots of fiber, which a lot of people don't get. It also has vitamin A, vitamin C that's helped to boost your immune system, and vitamin K also. So, this is the okra variety that I grow. It's Clemson, and don't stick to one variety if you don't have to. I just happen to have these seeds left over from last year, so I try to save my seeds when I can, set them aside, that way I don't waste them, and I'll have a continuous crop for years to come. If you store your seeds properly, that'll be in a whole new conversation. However, there's many okra types, and there's also a red type of okra, which I have yet to grow, but I heard it tastes just like this okra, but a little bit less of a nutty flavor. If you've eaten okra before, let me know if you think okra has a nutty flavor to it. All right, so with okra, I cut up another piece of okra today, and this is what mine looks like on the inside. Isn't that lovely? Just freshly picked out of my garden today. And I'll show you all how much okra I've had this year. And this is not so far. I have probably had about, I'd say 16 more pieces like this where I've shared some where I've eaten it already. And I have a continuous supply of okra growing still. Look at the video prior to this one, you'll see how my okra plants are growing. And if you've never seen an okra flower, it's lovely. It's one of the prettiest flowers in the world I've ever seen. But back to okra. So with okra, you could cook okra in all sorts of ways. This is a very versatile crop. There's no one-size-fits-all approach to cooking okra. So for me, I like to put it in the air fryer. I've also had it fried, but I'm trying to stay away from fried foods, but that's where it tastes best to me. And again, I've had it raw on a salad. I didn't like it, but you can also pickle okra also. Another thing about okra that I want to tell you all that I found out after growing it, you don't want okra to get too long. And I mean, this is the perfect size. I'm cutting this tip off from right about here, because if okra grows too long, it'll get too woody and stringy, and that's not what you really want. But if you do happen to let your okra grow like that, you can easily just put it in some water overnight and drink the juice. Well, water, not juice. I've heard it tastes gross. No, I haven't tried it yet. Am I interested? Maybe just a little bit. Hi, Volka. But anyways, back to this okra. So let me all know in the comment box if you all like okra, if you've never heard of it, or if you don't like it, and share some recipes in which you've cooked your okra in.